wonderful day in Beirut, Lebanon. This is such a cool
Hôm nay
city. The people are friendly, food is delicious.
chúng ta theo
Today
chân anh
we
Mạc
are gonna
Quang
go
để
on
đi ngắm
a
cảnh
little
cái
simple
thành phố Beirut
tour, a guide.
của
This is gonna
Lebanon
be a
nhé.
guide to Beirut. We're gonna visit some of the attractions of the city. We're gonna walk around. We're gonna definitely eat some food. I'm on my way to go see my friend Camel first. He actually has this amazing shop where he curates. It's a boutique grocery store, but he curates some of the best ingredients and products, food products from around Lebanon. We're gonna do some taste testing, and then from there we'll go around the city. We're gonna go to the sea.
Cái đoạn này là ảnh đi vòng vòng cái thành phố, xem cảnh của thành phố nhiều hơn cái vấn đề ăn uống là lát sau mới có.
Today is a pretty warm day in Beirut, but you still get the
Thì
Mediterranean sea
nhân
breeze
dịp này
because
ta để
Beirut,
ngắm
if you
cảnh
look at a
thành
map
phố
of
luôn.
Beirut, it's not exactly a peninsula, but it's kind of like a triangle of land that goes into the Mediterranean Sea, and so you do have sea on a couple of different sides, and so that provides a breeze passing through the city, which is always nice. And then Camel's shop, which is called Feryal Boutique, should be just down the road here, right in this neighborhood. Hey, good morning, Cal. Good, how are you, man? Good to see you.
Đất nước này nhỏ, dân ít nhưng mà cũng đẹp đẽ lắm.
Preserving all fresh produce for winter time, where there's abundance during summer.
Okay.
You either pickle, dry, make vinegars, make syrups, or olive oil. So
Cái thu nhập còn cao hơn nước Việt Nam.
Summertime to winter time.
What Camel has done, and I'll let him share more about it, but he's curated some of the best products like the olive oils, the preserved
Cái thu nhập của nó bằng 1,5 của Việt Nam. Chưa bằng gấp đôi. Nhưng mà thấy đất nước cũng đẹp lắm.
But there's the makdous, there's tomato paste, one of the best chili pastes. I can guarantee that's one of the best chili sauces that you will find in all of Lebanon.
You didn't go to that part of Lebanon, Hermel. It's really far northeast. That's wild za'atar.
Ảnh ghé vô cái tiệm này là cái tiệm nó bán giống như là trà, cái là những cái bông này bông kia với cái cây đồ này đó, nó để uống trà, uống nước thôi.
The flavor is so complex. So many
không biết anh ăn cái cục gì á.
Juicy, sour, salty, rich flavors coming out of there with the crunch of the walnut.
People are lucky enough to come to the shop while this guy is here. They get double the tasting.
Yes. Mr. Taha.
He just offers everything for tasting.
Awesome.
People will leave full.
Za'atar is one of my favorite seasonings. A mixture of thyme, sesame seeds. Are there some other herbs in it too?
Sumac.
Oh, there's sumac in it too. Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's the real taste.
And that one is pure pomegranate juice boiled to get this liquid consistency.
Before coming to Lebanon, I didn't really know of pomegranate molasses. But it's used in so many dishes in Lebanon, from kebabs to cabbage rolls to lots and lots of things. And it's such a wonderful ingredient. Oh, wow. Oh, that's amazing. Like, at first, it's sweet. Then, like, almost instantaneously, it turns sour in your mouth.
That's a personal favorite, honestly. I just...
That's all it is za'atar?
Đó, mấy cái lá khô hồi nãy nó bỏ vô đó, nó làm như là trà.
Ingredient in our culture. We love it.
And that's just, it's perfect. It's like slightly, it has a little spice to it. It would be like good for digestion too, right?
Này giống như người ta là uống trà với mấy cái vị thuốc đó nè.
Back in the days, people didn't have lemon trees and lemon juice in the mountains, so that was their secret weapon to add this lemony flavor to dishes.
Woo. Yeah. That's sour.
I love it.
Yeah. that is sour. It's so complex, flavorful. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you so much. I got some stuff to take back to Bangkok. I got some of the young grape juice, which is it's so good. It's so much flavor. I got some of I couldn't resist the pomegranate molasses. It's an amazing flavor as well. I'm going to be using those on salads.
Anh mua cái nước cốt nho.
Za'atar and sumac. We're kind of hungry right now, so we're going to go to there's this place that we didn't get to eat at yet, which is famous for their kebab, skewer, shawarma, but different types of meats, right? Like shawarma says sujuk.
That's an iconic building in Beirut to your left. It's a museum now.
To the right?
Yes, this one, the one with bullet holes. And it survived from the war, and now they turned it into a museum.
Okay. Those bullet holes, were they from the war?
Exactly.
From the war. So it's like a reminder of the war that was in Beirut not that long ago.
It ended in the early 90s.
Early 90s,
Yeah.
okay. This is the Armenian quarter district of Beirut. And, okay, here we are.
Thấy thành phố cũng đẹp phải không?
At least first lunch. This place is called Mano, especially famous for their sujuk, which is one of the greatest meats. It's Armenian in origin, but then very popular throughout Lebanon. It's the red block of meat. Just
Rồi anh vô đây anh mua cái gì đây?
on the shawarma spit.
Có giá hết trơn kìa.
I'm heading straight for the sujuk. You pay first, you get your receipt, and then you come over to the shawarma stations.
Mấy con số mà cứ 1.000 của nó đó là cỡ $1 đó, mà nó 5.000 mấy tức là 5 đồng mấy đô la.
I've had sujuk quite a few times in Lebanon, but they're always the small sausages, and that's the real way that it's typically eaten. But mano is famous because they took the sausage to the next level and made the entire shawarma block of it.
Cái tiền nó kêu giống như là lia hay là cái gì đó.
Piece of meat. It's like a massive salami.
Cái kia là ăn là bi với là bay phở. 5.000 mấy có 3 đồng mấy đô la.
So good.
Cũng được.
Like, yeah, slices of sausage. It's like shavings of sausage. You taste the cumin and the chili in there.
Giống như ngồi bánh mì bên Việt Nam này.
And then Camel ordered one more that we're going to try, which is the pasta.
Nhưng mà bên Việt Nam bán rẻ hơn. Rồi bên đây là cái bánh mì nó bỏ thịt rồi đấy, vô trộn hết cái này để coi. Chắc cũng $2-3 quá. Đúng rồi, tôi nó ăn là ăn cái đó đó, 3 đồng mấy đó.
Similar spices, but the cold version, and it's more like salted preserve. The pastermo was good, but yeah, the sujuk is the winner. Sujuk was the winner. That hot sandwich cannot be beaten, shawarma style. Oh man, it was good. From here, Camel said there's one more sandwich place, right?
It's the place my dad used to take me to, and it's my favorite. Also sandwiches, and it's excellent.
And it's in this area?
It's 5 minutes away.
Okay, so since we're in this area, we might as well. Down this way?
Ảnh đi bộ xuống cái chỗ nào đó 5 phút. 5 phút tới, đang coi đây xuống cái gì đó.
That is sandwich experience.
Anh đi vô cái nhà hàng nha. Anh đi vô cái nhà hàng để coi anh ăn cái gì đây. Trong cái đoạn này đó là mục tiêu của ảnh là không phải là đi ăn mà ảnh đi ngắm cảnh.
Population of Armenians in Lebanon, especially in Beirut, right? Yep. And this is still the Armenian quarter. Oh. Okay, got it. I didn't embarrass myself. I got it. Cheers.
Cái này là giống cái chai nước chứ không phải là chai bia đâu nha. Nước gì đó.
Shout out to Fifi, she loves Shem.
Okay. The roast beef. Peel back the paper, and it's fully toasted too, really nicely toasted. Oh, I think it's the mustard in there. The sweet mustard, the tomato, the beef. And they're really crispy.
Many layers, not one place shop of roast beef.
And it's kind of like pressed down in the sandwich maker so it toasts.
More comfortable for biting.
Sujuk, one more sujuk.
That will be my last bite for this afternoon.
Sausage form. There's pickles and tomatoes in here.
Cái này thì coi như là bánh mì thịt đi.
This does taste more traditional.
Nãy giờ anh ăn hai chỗ nó giống y như nhau không?
It's so good.
Chưa có cái gì đặc biệt.
Yeah, the cumin. I think it's the cumin that's the most distinct spice in the sujuk. And this one is almost like pan fried kind of tasting sujuk sausage. Okay, we got a little extra chili, Armenian chili sauce.
Cái này là ớt nó trộn với cái gì á?
Wonderful. It's tasty.
Just have some more bites on the house.
Wow. Thank you. Oh, some of like the cold cut pastel.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's like pure now.
Nice.
Without bread, without sauces.
Okay. They gave us a plate of only the pastel, which is like deli meat, right?
You know what this means?
Cái này thịt giống như thịt ham nó cuốn lại không? Nó ăn với đồ chua.
That is okay. So they are most known for the pastel. Yeah. You do the whole thing. Really good. Really good.
You got chase with
Pickles, mint leaf. It's kind of like, it does sort of have that prosciutto kind of smoothness to it, but with tons of spice. The chili, the cumin. Thank you, bye bye.
Cái món ăn cái xứ này là nó xứ của Trung Đông. Tức là nó cũng lai vô mấy cái đám đội khăn á. 6.000 lia của nó đó là $3.90 mấy, gần $4. Vậy là 1.000 của nó là chưa tới $1.
We jumped out the car and we're going to a place called Al Talamanki, which is a coffee shop. It's a chill spot. Kind of wait out this really hot afternoon sun, but it's a really nice place to be. Okay, we got a seat. This is they have a whole indoor section which is really nice, but then the prized seats at this place are on the terrace overlooking the Mediterranean Sea, and we got these. Kim and I are chilling out on the sofas, place overlooking.
Cái biển này là cái biển Địa Trung Hải nha. Nó kêu là Mediterranean Sea đó.
Yeah, this is wonderful.
Là Địa Trung
Hải. Just gonna have a coffee here, have a couple drinks, hang out. They're fresh almonds, not roasted. Fresh almonds soaked in water and cooling and refreshing.
Cái trái hạnh nhân.
These are the ones like you could just squeeze and the almond milk would come out.
Cái trái hành nhân tươi.
Feel that squeezing in your mouth. Oh, do you peel the skin sometimes? Oh, okay. I don't mind. Lebanese coffee.
Cà phê đó.
Not a day in Lebanon or in this entire region of the world goes by when I don't
Cà
have
phê đen của người Lebanon á.
of this type of coffee. And this is one of the ultimate places to have a coffee, overlooking Pigeon Rock, the waves. You can hear the water. The view is spectacular. This is a chill spot, man.
Ở cái xứ này thì ăn uống nó cũng không có đắt lắm.
I didn't know. Yeah, I mean you can either peel them or you can eat them with the skin on. I've been eating them both ways, but when you peel them, you really do taste like the pure.
Cái mức sống nó cũng khá hơn Việt Nam chút xíu thôi. Thu nhập nó cao hơn một chút, chứ nó cũng không có quá đắt như là mấy cái vùng Âu Châu. Mình ăn uống nó rẻ.
If there wasn't a glass panel right here, if you look down, I would just be like straight down looking in, like looking off the cliff.
Nước trong quá ha, xanh lè.
I would be so spooked out. Luckily because of that glass panel. Yeah, good thing there's a glass panel there, because I am kind of afraid of heights too. You're kind of afraid of heights too?
Cái xứ này cũng nguy hiểm cái vấn đề chiến tranh lắm. Những cái nước kia nó cũng xung đột với nhau. Mình đi chơi bên đây thì cũng hơi ngắn ngắn. Cái thời này.
This entire downtown area of Beirut, because of the civil war,
Thành phố trông cũng đẹp kìa không?
a lot of the downtown, a lot of the old buildings were destroyed. Some of them have been rebuilt like in similar style. Others just new buildings are.
Dân số ảnh là có 4 triệu mấy à.
Turned into a very modern area of Beirut.
Cho 5 triệu đi. Dân số cả cái nước đó mà nó có bằng có phân nửa của thành phố Sài Gòn. Ở đây cũng có người Hồi giáo cũng nhiều đó. Thấy cái anh mà hướng dẫn đi với ảnh không, nhìn cái tướng đó là tướng của dân dầu hỏa đó. Ở đây là ảnh đi vô cái thánh đường nha. Cái thánh đường Hồi giáo á.
Huge prayer hall. It's really huge, and what's the most impressive is that chandelier. That is a massive chandelier, and the roof designed with symmetry. Wow.
Cũng đẹp quá ha.
Yeah.
Thánh đường cũng bự quá.
And it was just hard to get everyone back the way it was. That's why you start seeing offices and buildings instead of old markets.
We walked in. This is historically the center
Ở
of
trên
the
nhìn xuống
city
cũng
of
đẹp
Beirut.
ra ha.
There's a monument, but it's also the center of parliament here, so
Nhà
security is
cửa nó
heavy.
thấy
But
cũng
they've recreated some of the buildings the way
gọn
they used
ghẽ,
to
đẹp.
be. But then there's also within this complex there are some ancient buildings, the mosques. There's a church that we're gonna take a look at real fast. There's no traffic, so it's good for walking around.
Chim bồ câu quá trời không?
Families are hanging out. There's some cafes. Here's one of the ancient churches, St. George Orthodox.
Bây giờ ảnh đi vô cái nhà thờ nha. Cái nhà thờ tên là St. George.
They're closed actually. The doors are closed, and they actually don't allow any. They don't even allow any photography inside. Anyways, even if we were allowed inside, but
bên này nó cũng có mấy đạo lớn nha. 4-5 đạo, Hồi giáo rồi Thiên Chúa giáo rồi tùm lum hết.
And what's fascinating in a city like Beirut is that you have 500-year-old buildings which are right across the street or even within the walking street area, which is shopping. You see all the designer brands here. It's a serious contrast. And then in addition to that, you notice also the French influence, the French architecture within the buildings here as well. This is the type of place where a lot of tourists would come when they visit Beirut just to walk around, just to.
Thế nào không lớn.
The destination here, people come for shopping, to have coffee. But also what's nice about Beirut is that this is not the only place to go to. There are different districts you can go to. Badao, Maram Khayem, second part of downtown.
And like where we were, where for instance we ate the sujuk, and it's almost like a completely different city. Exactly. Like totally different culture, totally different feel.
It's just 10 minutes away.
This is very like European feeling, very trendy,
polished,
and it's just 10 minutes away. That's the other thing about Beirut is that it's not that big of a city because I mean you go around, places are close, but the diversity is immense.
It's entire ruins that were
cái chỗ này cũng đẹp quá ha.
In this site, and then when there was the whole reconstruction of Beirut.
Nó có để dẫm nhiều quá cho bà con nằm chơi ha.
You can still see the whole thing. They're beautiful. One of the very rare entire Phoenician marketplaces.
Oh, it's closed right now.
Yeah,
Camel pointed that out. So right here, it's actually underneath the souk, right?
Exactly.
Underneath the souk, the recreated market, is an ancient Phoenician souk market. So that must be, if it's Phoenician, it must be like 2,000 years old or more than 2,000 years old. And then thousands of years of history at that souk.
Cái chợ dưới đó đây là nó hơn 2.000 tuổi rồi đó.
Kids are playing. It's kind of like a. This is more of the.
Hồi xưa đó chắc nó đem lạc đà lại đó để nó bán á. Bây giờ người ta rào lại, người ta để làm cái chỗ làm kỷ niệm luôn.
Little shops. People come here to shop. There's kids stuff. There's clothes. From here, we're gonna go back to the car. We're gonna drive over to the Corniche, which is the waterfront of Beirut. Take a little walk there because then. Probably in like an hour or so, we are going somewhere for sunset.
Cái chỗ này cũng đẹp quá ha.
This is my first time on the Corniche in Beirut. The sea is really rough today. It's crashing against the rocks, against the wall, and you get the sea, even the mist of the sea, because the waves are so rough. But this is,
Nó làm
as Campbell was telling me, he loves it so
cái
much
đường
because
giống như
this
là
is
ở
like one
dưới
of the main.
Vũng Tàu vậy.
Beirut doesn't have that many public
Nhưng mà nó làm
spaces.
có vẻ gọn ghẽ, đẹp đẽ hơn.
The waterfront is one of the best, one of the biggest, one of the most popular public spaces where the entire city of Beirut comes together. I'm just gonna
Coi gạch
soak
viết
in
rồi này kia nó làm coi đẹp
the
kia không?
atmosphere, the beauty of this amazing city. So this is an actual swimming place, though, right? It could be. But the tide is high too, though. You like it? Whoa! Camel is friends with one of the managers at Hotel Albergo, and to finish off the day, she invited us for drinks on the rooftop. It's going to be wonderful. Thanks, Camel. This hotel is so classic. It has so much character. I actually stayed at this hotel for one night and made a full review, so I'll have that video as well.
Cái này là anh đi vô trong cái khách sạn nha. Chắc anh ở đây quá. Cái này là trên cái lầu của khách sạn đó.
Up to the upstairs terrace and then up again to the pool. Immediately the views start. You were on the top floor of the terrace, so it was pretty comfortable. Everyone been walking around today. Feels good to sit down. And yeah, this place just has an amazing kind of 360 view. But as the sun is down, it's cooler.
When we opened, it was.
Okay, sure. That's okay. Cheers. Thank you for having us.
Này anh uống nước chắc soda chanh.
This view is incredible here, all around. Sunset is coming on nicely now. Yeah, this is a chill spot.
Bây giờ là chiều hoàng hôn rồi đó. Mặt trời nó sắp lặn rồi đó.
Beirut and the sunset, and that's going to complete this simple, fun, kind of like an everyday guide to living and doing things in Beirut. And I want to say a huge thank you to my friend Camel.
Bữa nay anh đi cả ngày, anh đi dạo phố không đó chứ không có. Cái mục tiêu không phải là đi ăn.
I'll have all the information of everything I did today in this video in the description box below, and I want to say a big thank you to you for watching this video.
Rồi chút xíu chúng ta sẽ tiếp tục với cái phần mà anh đi ăn nha.
Airplane reviews and much more travel content, so be sure to subscribe if you love to travel. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye from Beirut, and I'll see you on the next video. Queens, I'm in the sleepy, beautiful town of Ajaltun in the mountains of Lebanon. It is Sunday today. Sunday is the best day to be in Lebanon because it's a day when family gathers. People still take the time to hang out with family, to hang out with friends, and to have a huge Sunday lunch feast. And so today I am very privileged to be hanging out with my friend Camel and his parents, and his mom Fifi is gonna cook for us everything from scratch, home-cooked Lebanese family meal for Sunday lunch.
Bây giờ mời các bạn theo chân anh Mạc Quang để khám phá ẩm thực của Lebanon nha.
Ajaltun, and we just arrived. This is the day before. This is Saturday. The big meal is on Sunday, but the story begins the day before because it's such a big meal in Lebanese culture. Like the family gathers. It's a huge feast.
Mark requested stuffed cabbages for lunch tomorrow.
Yes.
That's not a surprise. But
haven't had that yet.
And stuffed intestines also.
Bữa nay ảnh được mấy người bạn họ nấu ăn những cái món của Lebanon mà họ đãi.
We just arrived like a minute ago. Fifi dished me a bowl of the rice pudding to sample, coming out on the veranda to try it. And Micah's already splashing in the pool. Yes, he couldn't wait. Fifi prepared for Micah a little pool.
Bà xã ảnh với đứa con nó đang chơi ở dưới cái chậu tắm.
A garden below. Still really hot. You really taste the fresh milk. The rice almost kind of like melts into it, and then
cái đó là sữa đó.
Not too sweet too. It's really good.
Sữa mà nó làm gì?
Micah, you like it? Oh, Micah, I can see your butt. It is still the day before. It's Saturday, but we are going to a dinner at is it like a farmhouse
run by a nice family. And the place's name is Jana Farmhouse.
Jana Farmhouse, okay. We're just pulling up to Jana Biofarm. He
Như anh
plants all his
đi
own
xuống dưới cái nông
vegetables.
trại á.
As Camel said, it's like a little oasis.
Chicken and ducks.
Oh yeah, Michael, look at the chickens and ducks. It's family run. It's almost like a little zoo that they have animals. There's guinea fowl. There's
Cái
these
nông trại của
amazing
cái gia
hairy
đình của
chickens.
cái anh
And
lái
their
xe.
feet are hairy. That's incredible. It almost looks like they're like woolly, unique. What is that? Oh, it's a peacock.
Con công đó đẹp ghê không? Cái đuôi nó đẹp ghê không?
I was just reading up about the hairy chickens, and they're actually called silky chickens, originally from China. We're just walking through the garden section now, the different fresh vegetables. There's cabbage, there's lettuce. These are string beans, and then they're still planting this. Michelle said that it's good to plant right now. This is the best time in the evening.
Có nhiều rau quá ha.
Yeah,
Nông
their
trại mà.
vegetables just look so
Người ta trồng
healthy,
chắc
so
trồng
green,
rau
so
để người ta bán á.
vibrant. I bet they taste that way too. This is the ultimate garden to table, right where we can see. This is why you want to come to the farm to eat. This fresh plate of vegetables. This is everything fresh, everything from the farm. It's so good. How about a little radish?
Của cải đỏ.
I love it. Mm-hmm. I haven't had a radish in years, actually. A little bit spicy. Yeah. Have you had a radish? Like horseradish?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Đó, bà xã của anh á.
I'm gonna take another bite.
Cô này là người Thái Lan.
قلت له لا تعمل شو الحال اللي والله.
Oh yes.
Anh này hàng ngày là anh ở Thái Lan chứ anh đâu có ở Mỹ.
The presentation, the local ingredients, the fresh ingredients. Chef Omar he's very cool as well.
Yeah,
That
bữa nay,
cartouche looks amazing, and you eat it with some of the
Cái
cheese.
gia đình này đãi anh ăn nhiều thứ quá ha.
It's just perfect with all the vegetables from the garden. The pomegranate molasses in there comes in
Cái
nicely.
này giống như là cái dĩa salad á.
You need to eat with bread or can you eat it with?
Yeah,
Thịt-
but
thịt-
with bread. We got a plate of
coi- coi-
kafta,
thịt-
raw
thịt gì đây?
kafta. You can see that parsley. So for kafta, you have to have parsley in there. There's other spices. There's onions, I'm sure. And this one is all made by hand.
Thịt bằm nó trộn với củ
The
hành
spices in there, the mint
với lại
and
gia
the
vị này
parsley.
kia đó.
Emma, what is that?
I'm undressing it's spinal cord, and it's my favorite. I love it. Lemon juice and garlic, fresh mint.
Oh, and that's all
Tỏi,
Go first.
với lại nước chanh. Trong đó là có gì nữa đó.
I'm indulging myself.
It looks like pasta almost.
Có cái cục gì trắng trắng không biết.
Oh, wow. Oh, they're just like butter. For some reason, if you think about spinal cord, you think it's going to be like bony but it's like the inside of the spinal cord, really, right?
These beautiful tomatoes that have been sitting on the table since the beginning of the meal. And just a simple preparation. There might be, I don't even know if there's olive oil, but a lot of sumac and then the garlic, Lebanese garlic sauce.
That's one of those things that's just so simple and so delicious because it relies on the natural tomatoes, the garlic, the acidity, sourness from the sumac.
This one is a mixture of organs. The sauce looks amazing. There's spleen in there, there's heart in there, just a whole mix of organs.
Này chắc thịt bò quá.
It's like a sour, chili, tomatoey, delicious sauce.
And then the different textures of the organs, the chewy bits, the gummy bits. This is really like all the best things in one meal. Sujuk, which is just an amazing spiced sausage in tomato sauce. Oh yeah, it's dripping.
Cái này cà chua mà nó nấu với thịt bò phải không? Đó.
I'm in love with sujuk. Oh, that sujuk is amazing.
That was really good. No, actually, that one looks okay.
Còn cái này là
Another
gì?
dish we have is the grilled halloumi cheese sprinkled, doused in honey.
Cái này giống như bột nó chiên à.
I don't think I've ever had halloumi and honey. Oh, it's so right.
Nó có mật
Because
ong ở
the
trong
salty
nữa,
cheese,
nó
the sweetness
mật
of the
ong bên
honey, but
ngoài á.
not overly sweet.
That is delicious.
High five for the halloumi and honey.
Yeah,
Perfect.
everything is amazing. Such good food.
Cái chỗ này hình như là
Thank you, Phoebe.
You're welcome.
cái chỗ này nó làm để nó bán cho ta ăn luôn mà sao mà bàn nhiều quá.
I think for the digestion for all the food we've been eating.
Đó là trái chanh đó nha, chanh nó
The
bự quá.
lemons in Lebanon are just the best.
Bây giờ cái này là cái ngày hôm sau là ngày Chủ nhật á.
To coffee and cardamom.
Hình như anh cũng còn ở trong cái khu này
So
của mấy
among
người đó.
many things that Fifi is making for lunch today, many of the things are going to be stuffed with rice, stuffed with meat. She's getting prepared on some of the little zucchinis and eggplants, which she's going to hollow out, stuff with meat, I believe, and then she said she's going to put them into a yogurt sauce.
But when it's with meat, so we do not take too much.
Okay.
Yeah, just like that.
Perfectly hollowed out little zucchinis, perfect for stuffing them with meat and pine nuts. One of the main dishes that she's making is the stuffed intestines, lamb intestines. But Fifi got started on that yesterday because it's such a long process. She had to really clean them out, clean them multiple times. Then they are
Cái
stuffed
đó
with
nó
a
làm giống
combination
cũng
of
như là
rice
cái
and
dồi
minced
của
meat
Việt Nam
and
á.
onions, I think, and some other
Cái ruột
spices.
heo
Then
nó
I place the wine.
bỏ cái gì vô trong đó rồi nó để
So the
lại chắc nó
intestines are the
hấp á.
base of the pan, at the bottom of the pan, kind of wrinkly and curled at the bottom of the pan, and now she's adding in the stuffed grape leaves, which she also stuffed yesterday with a combination of rice and minced meat.
Now I put some salt.
Okay.
I use the sea salt. And
Đó
I
là
put the
muối biển đó nha,
tomatoes.
muối thiên nhiên á.
The olive oil. I use the olive oil always.
Rồi đổ vô một miếng dầu.
We need to cover and about 1 centimeter higher.
Sao giống nước quá vậy?
Food.
Well, because the rice has to cook also.
Exactly. Okay.
I will shower quickly and join you guys.
Okay.
Like that. This one to keep the plate down.
Oh, okay. It's 3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we'll put it now,
On a
when
slow-
it will boil, we'll put it on slow fire.
Okay.
And leave it. I put the rice inside, then I did a surgery for it.
Còn cái này là con gà.
Look.
Nice chicken.
Còn cái này là con gà
I will
nha.
boil it, but first I will fry it just a little to keep the spices on it.
She sewed it up, she wrapped it up, she's still wrapping it up, then she's going to pan fry it, boil it, and then bake it. It can't fly away.
No, never.
Then she puts it in a pot with water, a few spices, some
Có,
bay leaves, some cardamom, some
Bà đã bả chiên
cloves.
sơ
That's
một cái
gonna
xong rồi
boil,
bà bỏ
and then
vô trong cái nồi
cook
kia
it,
bà hấp chắc.
melting the rice on the inside, and then it's going to go in the oven after that. Fifi's getting ready to make one more dish. Well, there's even dishes I don't even know about, even though I'm in the kitchen. There's so many things going on. It's like probably about an hour and a half before lunch. She is going to make cabbage rolls, and this is something I requested because cabbage rolls, it's something that's known in Lebanese food, but it's so hard to find in restaurants, and so I gave the request to Fifi. Now let's go to action.
Yeah. Olive oil, salt, and of course the meat with the rice.
Minced lamb.
Cái
And
này
cumin.
mà nó trộn với nếp hay với gạo gì á.
Yeah.
Beef.
Yeah.
Beef.
Rồi nó bỏ vô trong cái cải bắp nó cuốn. Nó cuốn rồi nó chắc nó hấp quá.
The filling is a mixture of minced beef, rice, cumin, olive oil.
Không, nó để
And
chung
then she
vô trong mấy
rolls
cái
them
cục
up in the
sườn
leaves
á.
of cabbage, which
Nó
have
nấu
been
á.
pre-blanched, and then sets them neatly into the pot with the lamb cutlets, the lamb
Cái thịt
chops.
là thịt của con cừu
And
chứ
then
không
it's
phải
all
là
gonna
thịt
be
heo
cooked
nha.
together, boiled together.
A little bit.
So you just add a bit of garlic.
Probably a whole head of garlic. and then a sprinkle of pomegranate molasses
Rồi
and a
nó bỏ
sprinkle
gia
of
vị vô.
dried mint, and then filled the pot with water until it reaches the top, and that's going directly onto the stove right now. And again, that has to cook for a while because
nó bỏ tỏi vô nữa.
it's uncooked rice within those cabbage rolls, so the rice has to cook to expand. And you want to push it down too, so it's already warm. Squish them down so that when the rice expands, they don't unravel.
Còn cái này thì bả chiên bà nấu cái gì giống
This is why you
cái
need
trái dưa
6
leo á.
burners in Lebanon. All 6 of them fully in use, bubbling away. Because a lot of dishes, home cooked dishes, are really slow cooked, really take a long time to. You got to boil them for hours.
And my special
So this one is
kamune.
mixed. Oh, which one is the kamune? This one.
This one,
Ah,
the
okay.
kamune was boiled roll. The lamb which is very soft. And this is the liver.
Liver fat.
Wow.
Ồ, cái con gà nãy đó bà đem bà nướng ha. Rồi xong cái hột điều chiên đồ này kia cái bà đổ lên trên đó với lại cái cơm.
Perfect. 3, 2, 1.
Here and don't take out the pot. Leave it a little bit. It's hot. Wow.
That smells so good. It's so juicy. It's so fragrant. I can't wait to try both things, but especially the stuffed intestines.
Chà, nhiều đồ ăn quá.
Can't you eat like this every Sunday?
Almost. I want to say yes, but almost.
Like normally you might have 1 or 2 main dishes, like kings of the dishes, center plates, and a lot of sides. But we are having like 5 main centerpiece dishes, and still all the sides. Oh, I can't wait. This
Có
is
khoảng
amazing.
5 món.
One of the most beautiful meals I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay, first bite, we're beginning with the lentil soup. There's Swiss chard in here. There's onions. There's
And lentils.
lentils.
Yeah. And garlic. Also, I'll add just a squeeze of lemon juice. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Yeah. Oh wow, it's so like refreshing, so good. Has that sour lemon juice taste to it. That Swiss chard just melts.
You grab one. They're made to be held with your fingers.
You have that same.
Exactly.
Yeah. Kibbeh from the southern central region of
Southern central region
of Lebanon. It's like meat brass knuckles
from the shop. That's the olive oil that we love.
And then just eat it like this.
Just dip it a bit more.
Cái đó mật ong á. Nó tưới lên cái đó.
Technical name is frake. Whenever it goes south of Lebanon, that's frake with the special spices.
Oh, the spices are amazing. And that's kind of a high ratio of the bulgur wheat, so you really taste the wheat in there too.
Exactly.
The crunch of the wheat.
There's a nice collection. That's the classic kibbeh. And then we add some of this on the side, in case you decide to.
Cục thịt thì sao giống còn sống quá à.
Yeah.
Thấy không?
I'm gonna just take my first bite of the fillet, dip it into a little
Cái
bit
dĩa
of that
thịt
spice
nó sống
mixture.
chứ đâu có chín. Đồ sống không à.
Yeah. It's tender. That's like zero fat. That's just pure meat, pure freshness. The fresh liver.
Rồi nó chấm mấy cái đó nó ăn nó chứ đâu cái đó đâu có nấu, đâu có dĩa đâu có
all
nấu.
different textures, all different flavors. You almost don't even realize that it's raw because it's so fresh. It's so pure. We've tried a few of the cold appetizer dishes, side dishes, but we cannot resist. It's like it's hot, it's fresh, it's wiggly and tangly and curly right in front of us. We have to begin.
Almost calling my name.
Yes, I can hear it. It's time. It's time to try those intestines, stuffed intestines. This is the and even Kamal was telling me. When his brothers come back home or when he's abroad and then comes back home, this is one of the main dishes that you request Fifi to make. Oh, yeah.
We're going for the same one.
Oh, yeah. Tear off a piece.
Ngon à, cơ mà cái này ngon à.
Oh, they're so good.
Nó giống như dồi của mình nha, không biết nó nhét cái gì tẩm mà mình không biết. Cái ruột heo á.
So soft. Like they're not chewy at all.
They're cooked for so long.
Cái ông kia chắc là ông tía của cái anh
Kind of caramelized intestines.
anh người Lebanon đó á.
Dip it in the juice. Oh, and that's just like liquid meat down there. You can see it. It looks like melted butter. Oh, rehydrate. It is so good. Oh, I'm going for that one in the juice.
Exactly.
Còn cái gì nó cuốn ở trong cái lá này.
It just melts like the rice has turned to pudding within that leaf. Oh, nice.
And then
I'm gonna add a little chili to my next bite of intestines, and rather than cut it, I'm just gonna eat the whole snake. Oh, and I add a little bit of chili sauce to it too. Oh, it's incredible. With that chili sauce, with that like crunchy melted rice. Another combination is the stuffed vine leaves or intestines with yogurt. Just the stuffed vine leaves are just too good. I mean, you could eat them with anything and they'd be good. This is the dish that I saw Fifi making with the mini or the baby chickpeas with onions. Oh yeah, we sweated down the onions, tomatoes, and eggplant in there. A lot of olive oil and a lot of the mint. The mint, right?
throw it on, cover one bite and
One bite.
pick it up.
Oh, so much good olive oil too. So soft, like it just disintegrates in your mouth. So much garlic, and the mint in there too. Oh, it's so good. Wow, I love it. So then before we actually try the zucchinis that are stuffed with minced meat in the yogurt sauce, we're gonna try the insides, the hollowed out insides of them, which then Fifi kind of like sauteed down. I'm definitely sure there's a lot of garlic in there, mint as well, and olive oil for sure.
Cái này là nó nấu tỏi với cái gì đó không biết, 2-3 thứ luôn.
Oh wow.
You won't expect so many
That's
flavors,
a
right?
burst of flavor. So much garlic in there and lemon juice too. That dried mint, I think, is what also makes a huge difference.
Còn cái miếng mỏng mỏng đó thì nó
Stuffed zucchinis.
cái loại giống như là mấy cái bánh của Ấn Độ mà nó hai cuốn
You
ăn
finish
đó.
those and then we will refill your plate.
Còn
And
cái
then
tròn
cook
tròn
them in
này
a
á,
gravy sauce made from yogurt. And then one of my favorite
cái
moves
tròn
is when
tròn này
she,
là cái
again, she fried up some coriander
cái trái
and
giống
some
như trái
garlic
mướp vậy.
in some butter. And then pour
Cái
that
nó
on
móc
top,
ruột
mixed
ra,
it in
cái nó
zaitin.
nhét thịt vô
It's
trong
so
bụng nó.
aromatic.
Đó thấy
It
không?
smells so good. They've been cooking for so long. It's so delicate. I'm sure those zucchinis are just gonna
Nó
fall.
giống như trái dưa leo vậy.
When you've got an edge, you color outside the lines. And the new Chase Slate Edge is designed to help you raise your...
Fall apart, like dissolve in our mouths.
Nó giống như là cái trái dưa leo vậy á. Nó móc ruột ra rồi nó nhét thịt vô trong đó nó nấu đó.
Oh wow. You don't even need to chew. That zucchini literally just like dissolves in your mouth with the minced meat, with that like light fragrant yogurt sauce. You can taste the coriander and the garlic in there too. That's juicy like watermelon. It's so juicy.
That's
Rồi giờ tới cái con gà.
Okay, we're moving on to the stuffed chicken now, stuffed with rice and the spices.
Ở trong cái bụng con gà nó cũng nhét
Fifi, she pan fried it first to sear those
cơm,
spices
nó
on the
nhét
chicken,
thịt đồ
then
trong
boiled it in
gia
some
vị trong
herbs and
đó.
spices, and then baked it to get that finishing
Với
caramelized
lại
skin roasted touch.
hột điều này kia nọ đó, gia vị rồi nó nhét vô trong cái bụng con gà.
Oh wow. Yeah, you taste cinnamon, the nutmeg. For me, the nutmeg is like the most pronounced spice in there. It's so gooey, and you taste that.
Rồi nó đem nó
like
nướng.
broth, the chicken broth fat.
slowly cooked.
This is a chicken rice combo with yogurt.
Yeah, the chicken is perfect. Camel's father made from the juice of the chicken that the chicken broth. He makes this sauce, kind of like a liquidy sauce with lemon, with some other spices in there, and garlic. Yeah, I like that version better than the yogurt.
Yeah.
The lemon juice freshness The garlickiness is amazing.
We typically often eat the fattoush kind of at the beginning of the meal, right?
Or
But it
less.
doesn't really matter.
No.
The intestines just called our names too quickly. We didn't make it to the fattoush at first, but now we're coming back for the fattoush. And this is a special type of fattoush because Kamel added some of the makdous to it,
Exactly.
which people love makdous.
Yeah,
to it. So
okay.
It's a nice, tangy, acidic flavor.
I would
Cái
I
này
would
cái
call
gì
it
ngộ quá
the
vậy?
king of preserved. It's one of the kings of preserved foods because it's stuffed with peppers, walnuts,
And garlic.
and garlic.
And rich olive oil.
Oh.
That makdous takes it to the next level.
There might be some splatters on the floor. Forgive us.
Okay. Oh, nicely done. Straight down.
Còn cái này có cái này cái món gì ảnh
Oh yeah.
Wasn't expected.
anh ướp cái ra đây.
Then we wait a little bit for everything to drop. And then slowly.
Oh.
It smells so
Oh,
good. Those
okay.
those lamb chops on top.
À
they're
cái
just
món này hồi
caramelized
nãy
on the
là
bottom.
cái món
You smell that mint, you smell
thịt
the
con
oils.
cừu đó.
That just looks so juicy, so.
Rồi cải bắp nó cuốn với cái thịt kia cái nó bỏ vô trong nó nấu ra bây giờ cái món này
We have made it to the end. This is the final dish of the Lebanese ultimate Lebanese Sunday family meal Fifi feast. This is the final dish, the cabbage rolls that we rolled together. You can smell the lamb, you can smell the mint, you can smell the garlic, and there's also some of the pomegranate molasses that she drizzled in there.
I'm not even gonna use a knife.
No.
cái này thấy cũng ngon ghê ha.
Oh, look at that.
Actually, yeah, with a spoon.
Yes.
Cái thịt cái
Doing a whole roll with
cái
that.
xương của con cừu á.
Is it hot
I
now?
didn't want to disrespect the cabbage roll, so I'm gonna leave it whole. And you take it as a one biter. Cheers.
Bữa nay ảnh ăn là kể như là
Wow.
bể bụng luôn á.
You can't but feel the dried mint lifting up the cabbage.
The dried mint. It's a total different texture and feel than the grape leaves. Fifi
Quá
does
ngon
it
rồi,
again.
đồ ăn quá ngon.
Fifi strikes back.
Fifi strikes again.
Sweet.
Campbell's other secret, dipping it into a thick pomegranate molasses. Give
Nhiều
it
món
another
ngon
edge
quá.
of flavor.
Bữa nay ăn còn hơn vô nhà hàng ăn luôn á.
Wow. And it's more like a burst of sourness. Like a hint of sweetness, but it's mostly sour.
All of the bone.
This is the stage when your breathing gets a little heavier and you start.
Strategic bite.
Yeah. Yes.
That's unbelievable though.
Oh, we need to sit on the swing for a little while. Oh my God. Mr. Taha, he's making
Bữa
his
nay là ăn xong rồi
specialty
đi không nổi luôn á.
which is popular in his home region, his hometown.
Ăn
which
quá
is
trời đồ ăn luôn.
What is it called?
Ô giờ còn cái bánh nữa.
Katay. Okay. Oh, look at
Trắng
that
miệng.
cheese.
Chà. Cái bánh này nó bỏ
I can hardly even move, but Mr.
nó bỏ
Taha's
chia vô
specialty
trong quá trời luôn.
dessert. And
Rồi
I
nó
had
đổ
no clue there was cheese in the middle until he sliced it open. He
Bỏ
pulled it up
gì
and like cheese just oozed from it. But this is a
bạc ong
special
lên.
dessert, and it's called atayaf. Atayaf. Oh, some syrup and served with some orange blossom jam. Look at how much cheese is in it. Oh, that's really crunchy too. You can't actually even put your fork through it. You need a knife.
You know, I think it's not even sweet apart from that syrup that's poured on top, right? Like an actual mound of melted cheese in the center. Oh. So the bread on itself is not sweet.
Bánh này ngon á.
It's not sweet.
Ở ngoài nó giòn mà bên trong thì nó phô
That
mai
was a
bên trong.
great dessert, but it has almost put me to my head. All I can have is tea right now. And this is wonderful tea with lemongrass. This is all I want right now. The weather is still cool, except I'm probably perspiring from the digestive sweats right now.
Nó uống cái nước đó hình như là nước trà mà trà xả đó.
Camel, the entire Taha family.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Well, it was a pleasure to have you for the meal.
To have you always.
Always, of course.
Thank you. Okay, we have come to the end of this video, and I cannot even express how unbelievable that Lebanese family meal, Fifi, Taha, Camel, entire Taha family meal on Sunday was. That was a spectacular meal. The Taha family, they've started this amazing project where they go around to villages around Lebanon and collect and they curate some of the best ingredients, from kishk to olive oil to sumac to spices to different delicacies of the best products from around Lebanon, from small producers. And they have a shop, a boutique that they have in Beirut. They're doing an amazing job of curating the best ingredients of Lebanon, so check them out, especially if you're in Beirut, if you visit Beirut. I want to say a big thank you to USA for funding my trip to Lebanon, for getting us here. So big thank you. Finally, if you haven't seen all the videos in this entire trip to Lebanon, we've traveled around Lebanon. It's been an amazing trip, so much food, so much incredible food and incredible people. I'll have all the videos in a playlist with a link in the description box that you can click on and watch the entire playlist, all the videos. Big thank you for watching this video. I want to say a huge thank you. Please remember to give it a thumbs up.
Tiếp xíu ta tiếp tục với cái clip cũng ăn uống kế nha.
Click subscribe, and you can also click the little bell icon so that you'll get notified immediately as I publish another video, the next video that you don't want to miss. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye from Lebanon, in the mountains of Lebanon. See you on the next video. Smart Queens, I just arrived to Beirut. We just landed a couple of hours ago. Tonight, this evening, we are on our way to eat my very first Lebanese meal in Lebanon. I love Lebanese food. It's going to be an entire meze, which is all the different dishes, a spread of food. Plus, I think we're going to eat at a restaurant that specializes in the raw meat dishes, which is very common, a delicacy in Lebanon. So I cannot believe that I'm in Beirut. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm going to share all the food with you in this video.
Bây giờ chắc anh đi xuống cái nhà hàng á.
Only in 15 minutes. This restaurant is called Abu Hassan.
Cái nhà hàng Abu Hassan.
Squeeze to get through the cars. Oh, okay, there it goes. Okay, thank you. Shukran. All right, and I just love the breeze coming up the Mediterranean in Beirut so far. Yeah, the breeze makes it cool and fresh. We're gonna step in here. It's kind of like almost a patio on the outside.
3 words in blue. It says the real Lebanese house taste.
Okay. Yeah. Real Lebanese house taste.
Yes, and that's what we're here for.
Immediately, the aroma, I can smell mint, I can smell meat. There's so many aromas I can smell. Oh, that smells incredible.
Appetizer Lebanese.
Okay, all of the different meze.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chef Khalil, yeah.
Yes. There's so many colors, there's so many pickles, there's so many. Oh man, that one looks like brain in the back there. Oh, this one is chicken wings.
This tomato.
It smells so good. Yeah. Oh, I love that so much. So I have a question though for the salads. Do you normally have to order the salads you like, or do they just bring you like everything at a typical restaurant in Lebanon?
There's a very hard decision every time. Fatouche or tabbouleh.
So you do order though? You do order.
Some restaurants do the preset stuff. I would prefer to order. You control whatever you want.
Oh, he's mixing something. Oh, is that tabbouleh?
That is tabbouleh.
Tabbouleh.
Yeah.
عندك شوية ملفوف غزلناها على الطابولة معك تمام.
Where are you from?
Originally from America, but my wife is from Thailand. I live in Thailand.
Thailand. Thailand.
Anh nói là bà xã ảnh là đến từ Thái Lan đó.
Yeah. That is full.
Full.
In Arabic, full. Yeah.
Green beans. The fava beans.
That is English.
Okay. Cheese.
It's cheese, yeah.
Oh man, he is a master, just reaching in. But even like, I mean, he's looking at our order and other orders, and he dishes out the salads. But then he still decorates them, adds on the different seasonings, tops them with mint and parsley, with lime wedges, with whatever it goes with. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, what a beautiful, bright, colorful display cabinet of just natural, beautiful things.
That is roka.
Roka, okay.
Lebanese salad, huh? That is za'atar.
Oh, this herb is za'atar.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the same za'atar that
thyme.
You like, yes, the thyme, but this is just the natural form of
Cái tô rau salad của cái kiểu của Lebanon đó.
Oh, the sumac.
Okay.
The sumac.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chicken liver?
Yeah.
Are those pickled?
Yeah.
Or the preserved?
شو هن؟ كل المخ
Cái này cái ốc heo hay gì đó. Ốc.
Okay.
عندنا خاع وعندنا سوداء. بس من هنيك بالمي.
Okay. Thank you. Hello. All of those brains back to the other kitchen.
Cái ốc heo nãy cũng đem với chiên nha.
Okay, pound the through. Inside the garlic.
Cái ốc heo đó đem với chiên với tỏi.
He just hooked those dishes up. For the brains, he fried it down with some oil, and then a bunch of garlic, then put it on a plate, then with some mint on it. Oh, okay, you're calling me for the food. And then for the liver, he just like squeezed in a bunch of pomegranate. Is that pretty?
Exactly, I'm waiting for you to see the table.
Oh, sorry, you're waiting.
I was just waiting for you to see the table, to see your reaction.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you should like.
Oh, this one is.
Notice the change of color when he puts the water.
Okay, hold on.
Go ahead.
So arak is a spirit. When you taste it, you think it's licorice, but it's not licorice. It's actually anise. And the way what you just filmed, it's just 1/3 arak and 2/3 water, and it goes very well with sour and savory food, and it just gives you the drive to keep on going. And that's what Lebanese do. It's a celebration, and it should take a while. So all of this food, we should be here for at least 90 minutes to 2 hours, chatting, eating, sipping.
Let's try it. Yeah, you really taste the anise, but it is smooth. It is like kind of refreshing. And by the way, this food is just out of control. The different salads, all of them are on the table now, and I'm sure there's just more coming. I love what Camel said when we were back in the kitchen. Camel said it's going to be just an ongoing festival of food that just like continually comes to your table. And so all of this food, there's a lot of dishes, but it's meant to be eaten slowly. It's meant to be eaten while you're hanging out, while you're socializing, while you're just enjoying life.
Rule of thumb for using bread is anything that is moist or sticky, you just put a piece of bread on top of the food and you hold it as if you're holding the food with your finger. But so the cheese roll, actually, you can hold it with your finger. But then the lamb brains, the liver, anything that is oily or moist, you should hold it with the bread and eat it. Hummus with the bread, that's it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's a general rule.
That is.
Oh, wow. It's so good. And that cheese in the center. That's incredible.
Tabbouleh is a staple in the Lebanese meze. It's finely chopped parsley, tomato, and cracked wheat. Lots of lemon juice.
And we saw him
Cái này cũng giống salad vậy đấy.
Before serving it, you chopped up the parsley.
Nó làm
he added the tomatoes, the wheat, right?
Nhưng mà nó làm rau nó cắt nhỏ ra.
Every time that I go to a Lebanese restaurant outside of Lebanon, I never miss tabbouleh. And so this is my first time to eat it in Lebanon. Tabbouleh is just an amazing thing. Tabbouleh cheers.
Tabbouleh cheers.
Cheers.
Mấy cái món ăn thấy cô bộ vậy cũng lạ lạ không à.
And chase that with some of the arak. While the lemon juice is still marinating on my tongue. That is very complimentary. Man, that tabbouleh is just insane.
Tại vì mỗi cái tập quán của mỗi cái dân tộc thì đương nhiên là người ta phải ăn uống nó khác nhau.
The freshness of it, you can just, it stands out, and that ratio, the lemon juice, the olive oil. Wow.
First bite of the fava.
Oh, that's the full.
Yeah, and no, but what makes it really, really good, the lemon, the olive oil, and the kuzbara.
Coriander.
This looks outstanding as well. When you add that to your plate now that you have the juices, the tabbouleh juices, the lemon juice on your plate, the olive oil, and I'm going to take this up with bread.
Mấy anh này giờ là ăn theo cái kiểu Ấn Độ đó.
Wow.
Cái kiểu cô đáp đồ khăn á.
Even the bread just like soaks up those juices, those dressings. The fava beans have this kind of like slightly leathery skin that tastes really good. Plus that like starchiness on the inside of them.
Which just means grape leaves.
Wow. That one is so juicy and so like pickly sour in taste. With the rice the rice is like porridge on the inside. It just like melts in your mouth.
Just right on top of the lemon juice, huh?
Yes.
Begin.
When you are in Lebanon, never ever waste your juices.
Này là khoai tây chiên phải không?
Oh yeah. Oh, those potatoes are amazing. Okay, and follow with a pickle.
Rồi dưa leo làm chua đó.
The garlic sauce, the garlic dip, goes very well with chicken.
What is the garlic sauce called?
We just call it garlic.
Just garlic.
Tum.
It's just straight garlic, vegetable oil, whipped. Let me see if I got the right side to do this in a one biter chicken wing. I think so.
Còn cái này là cái cánh gà.
I did it the wrong side, but it still worked. Oh wow, that garlic. It is so creamy, it's so thick and rich, and oh, that garlic flavor is amazing.
Cánh gà nướng.
Oh, you can eat that by the spoonful. Camel just dished me some of the other salad. This is the salad I saw him make. This is with the raka, with the fresh za'atar and beetroot, and then he just sprinkled on the olive oil, the lemon juice.
Cái này là cái salad ông mới làm nãy.
Right in front of me before he made it, so you could just smell the aroma of that herb. Well, what I love is the raka. It has kind of a peppery taste to me, and then you've got that fresh za'atar. It's the perfect balance of lemon juice and olive oil ratio.
So that's the mountain cheese, if you want. It's like aged cheese. Just add a lot of olive oil and mix it. And always mix it with tomato, parsley, tomato, and onions. and a lot of olive oil. And I think that's
actually totally different taste, and that's really, really good.
Specifically the shanklish, I wouldn't mix it with the other juices. It has its own juice.
Yeah, shanklish.
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 Shanklish. It has a pretty cool name too. Shanklish, the strong preserved Lebanese cheese.
Cái đó là phô mai á, phô mai
It's amazing though, yeah. It's not that
phô mai lỏng á.
like it's not too funky of a cheese. It's just good. Like slightly sharp. It does go up your nose a little bit. Slightly like acidic tasting. Time to move into the lamb brains, and he just sautéed these
cái này
over
là
a really
cái
hot fire. We added in some
heo nè.
oil, added in a bunch of garlic, and then just like
Ốc heo nó
just
chiên
like, oh man, it
nó
smells
chiên với
so
tỏi
good.
nãy á.
Oh, the lamb brains. Oh, it's so creamy. It's so creamy. It's so rich. It's just like hardened pudding. Oh man, and the garlic flavor, the singe of the oil. It's delicious.
Ốc heo là ngon á.
better bite with or without bread.
Oh man, I kind of like it with bread though, because that wraps it up.
Yeah.
There you feel it with your fingers, and you've got the juice with it too. So as you're biting into the creaminess, the juices flow. I've had tahini many times, which is made from sesame seeds, but this is unlike any other version of tahini that I've ever had. They mix it with a variety of nuts, and all the nuts, their oils come out onto it. And then there's some kind of peppers in there, coriander, onions, and then a little bit of tomato. Oh man, that is just like that looks like a dip
Nó
of
lấy cái
wonders.
miếng đó nó cuốn á. Nó cuốn lại nó ăn.
Yeah, oh wow. My saying it does have coriander, it's true.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's unbelievably satisfying. That is stunning. The nuttiness of it. Well, it's like nuts on top of seeds on top of like sitting in their own juices and oils. It's just like pure, healthy, fatty goodness. Same bread, but soaked in butter.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So it does get crunchy, and it's kafta,
Exactly.
meat on the inside. Okay,
Yeah.
and then it's made into a sandwich. The Arabic Lebanese word is bride, so it's the bride sandwich.
Này mà nó kêu sandwich á.
Yeah, these are the chicken livers now that he again fried up.
Bây giờ tới nó ăn cái gan
just sizzled, making like this
gan gà á.
dark red, like just juicy gravy sauce. Oh, that hits you immediately. You taste the sweetness on your tongue, but then it immediately goes to like a sour, and then immediately goes to the creaminess of the liver. Oh wow, that's good. I need another one immediately. Yeah, that pomegranate molasses, that's just like, what a compliment to the livers. We've been eating for a while now, and still there's dishes I haven't even tried on the table. This is one is green beans, kind of sauteed down with onions, with tomatoes. And it's kind of pickled too, yeah? The green beans just kind of like dissolve in your mouth. Dandelion leaves, which I saw him make as well. And then he put on a bunch of fried onions. I'm just gonna like soak it up in the juice. Oh, those fried onions bring out the flavor. It's not quite as like slimy like spinach, and it has a little bit more of a texture to it. Those stems, I think, have a little more of a chewy texture. So in Lebanon, it's called mudadara. Mudadara? Mudadara. Okay, and it's lentils. They are lentils, right? But two different ways. One is with rice. One is just the straight lentils. And Kemal was explaining to me that like you immediately know which one is from the south, which one is from the north.
From the south.
This is from the south of Lebanon.
They like bulgur in the south.
So it's with bulgur. Exactly. And then the one from the north is with rice.
And this one's darker because they really overcook the onions until they're dark brown.
Like completely caramelized onions until it turns brown. Okay, I'll try the south first.
Sorry, let me just...
You want to taste that south version?
Also, like in the same...
I ran out of juice. Camel's rejuicing.
I'm rejuicing you.
You're rejuicing me.
So also, it's okay in the same bite to have some of the sour, not just the juice.
You taste the smokiness of that. Yeah, but it definitely will be better mixed with some tabbouleh with the extra lemon juice and the tomatoes, the olive oil.
Cái này là cái hột đậu gì đó.
So tell us, do you prefer the
Hai ba thứ rồi mấy cái lá nó sắc nhuyễn ra nó trộn vô luôn.
The onions, yeah. The onions
Rồi
takes it
củ
up.
hành là
At
bằm
least
nữa.
an hour of eating, I've finally tried every single dish.
Bữa nay ảnh vô cái nhà hàng này ảnh ăn cũng là muốn bể bụng luôn á.
That was a stunning meal. The mix of dishes, the flavors, the refreshingness, the lemon juice, the olive oil, an amazing, incredible meal. But there's this one dish that often goes along with a meze that we didn't eat here, and that's because we're going to one more restaurant to eat it.
Bây giờ là ảnh đi lại một cái nhà hàng khác nữa. Trời ơi, mình sao mà ăn nổi.
We just made it to the next restaurant, Al Halabi. Camel was saying that this is just a well-known local restaurant in Lebanon, one of the oldest, one of the best. This is a big restaurant where big families come, especially for Sunday, to have a celebration of a meal. Yeah, right now the grill is not full, but when it's like maximum potential, when this place is packed on a Sunday or a weekend, he said he's flipping 70 skewers at a time all the way down the grill for that roaring hot fire.
Có vẻ ở đây là chơi đồ sống không đó nha.
Mark, the first one was fide. Okay. The second one is meat. Kibbe. The darker one is kibbe, so it's the meat but with certain spices and cracked meat.
Mấy cái món này có vẻ độc đáo đó nha.
So Mark, two types of kibbe. There's the classic recipe and the spicy one.
Okay.
Đó hình như là cái cục tỏi á.
There's more?
You want to draw liver, yes. Mark, huh?
Yes, we do. Keeps going. That's a lot of meat.
Toàn là đồ sống không đó.
No. That's lamb liver.
Lamb liver?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so we came here to eat one main dish, which is the kibbe platter. And kibbe is it's mostly the minced meat, right? Mixed with wheat, Bulgar wheat. And we got an entire raw meat platter. And it literally is an entire chopping block board. That's such a variety. That's a lot of raw meat.
Đó là thịt sống không có cái gì chính hết á.
Celebration of raw meat. This is the real thing. This is truly Lebanese. This is really a delicacy in Lebanon. Yeah, I need a coffee before that much raw meat. Oh yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, strong coffee. A bit of the grinds in there. It's delicious. Wonderful.
Ăn thịt sống này là phải uống rượu mạnh vô. Rồi ở đây nó trộn một cái thao salad đây nè.
My grandma used to say, unless you mix salad with your fingers, it has to be.
You gotta mix with your fingers?
It has to be mixed with your fingers.
We're keeping it light on this meal. We just ordered some fattoush, which is a salad. It's like the most common salad, but it's essential in this part of the world. You gotta mix it with your hand. Those were some serious tossing skills.
Fig birds. I think because they eat, like they sit on like fig trees and eat figs, I think.
Rồi các bạn, cái này để chiên, nó coi nó chiên cái gì đây?
Frying up these little birds, fig birds they're called, which is also something we have to try here. frying them up in some oil. Oh, that is like the entire bird.
Không biết cái gì mà tròn tròn ngộ không.
Thank you so much, man.
Sao giống con chim quá. Giống thịt của con chim ấy.
Absolutely stunning dish. The fig birds of Lebanon. He sauteed, he fried those birds, then he drained the oil. Then he squeezed in a bunch of lemon juice and salt, fried that down, and then he squeezed in a bunch of the pomegranate molasses and just sizzled in their juices in the pomegranate molasses, in the lemon juice, until that like simmered down into an almost syrup consistency. Pulled that off the fire, the raging hot fire, and that went directly into bowl. That smells unbelievable, and those are just like one biter little birds.
Con chim á, cái đó là con thịt chim. Cái này là giống khoai tây đó, giống khoai tây quá. Chắc khoai tây chiên ấy.
Okay, so one of the just amazing things about Lebanese food culture and mitzvah is that even if you don't order many dishes, still many things come, like the different snacks. These are just like dinner snacks. There's carrots, there's cucumbers, everything. What's incredible is the freshness. Just, I mean, straight raw products, carrots, cucumbers, vegetables, legumes. These are fresh almonds.
The real Lebanese food experience is something close to 3 to 3.5 hours, you know? Yeah. It's not like just let us eat the important thing. It's the meza, then the raw meat, then the grills.
Ba cái đầu phụ tục quá trời, ăn với nguyên cái mâm thịt sống không đó.
برافو عليك شلتها بس لتظبطها. People say that hummus here is one of the best in Lebanon, so
okay.
let's try it, and
that's something we have to try.
We can judge on that at the rest at the end of the trip.
Thank you.
You can't say.
Two more. It is really good hummus.
Mấy món này toàn là thấy món lạ không nha.
It's really thick. It's really thick and creamy and sticky almost, yeah.
So you take a piece of bread first, and then you dip the whole thing in pomegranate molasses, and then the whole bird goes in on the bread.
Cái đó là con chim đó nha. Thịt con chim á. Một cục là một con.
Dunk bread. Marinate your bread. I cannot wait to try this bird with that sauce. And just after watching him make that sauce, it's so thick. It's like syrup thickness.
Keep chewing. Keep chewing.
Oh wow, that pomegranate molasses. I love how it hits your tongue and it's sweet, but then that immediately turns to sourness. Yeah, you just crunch on those bones, but they're really like easy to chew.
Cái con chim này chắc nó lấy xương ra hết rồi.
Salt and chili. So that's and olive oil. The raw liver. Okay, hardcore people have fat. I don't usually, but for the sake of Mark's video, I will be having this one.
Good hardcore.
Just a bit of chili, and then
So good. هاي فيها البرغل. So this is what I like to do, and then some of.
Ăn toàn là thịt sống không đó.
But I'm going to go with your suggestion. Perfect. How do I explain that? It's just one of the most amazing things you can eat.
Chunk of raw liver first. Okay, raw liver.
Cái
Plus
đó
a
là
chunk
gan.
of raw pure fat. This is lamb, right? Both lamb fat and lamb liver. So all three of the seasonings. This one is a sweet pepper.
to taste.
Sweet pepper on. A little bit of salt. And then a little bit of chili on there.
Cái cục trắng trắng không biết là cái gì.
Okay, wow, that is a bite. Oh, like the cooling textures of it. That just like melts. The liver kind of crunches a little bit.
Okay.
Let's try the next meat. Okay, the next one I really want to try is the like dumpling finger pressed ones with all that spice in it. And then he put like just a pine nut right within those little finger handholds. That is awesome. So we just...
Oh, wow. The texture of that is almost like cheesy. You taste all that spice in there. There is wheat in there too, right? The bulgur, you can get that little crunch to it. The chili that he mixed in there, that texture is just stunning. It's like so refreshing. Yeah, it really is almost cheesy to me.
This one is the kafta. Basically, it's like raw kebab meat. Yeah, raw meat, then with all the spices, the parsley in there.
Like so many different varieties of raw meat on one plate, all with their own properties, with their own flavors, with their own ingredients. Oh, I love that parsley in there.
Freshness.
Yeah, the parsley like brings it up, like refreshes your whole mouth.
Thịt sống không?
Okay, so the next one is the pure meat. There's nothing added. It's such a smooth texture. Like it's like purely smooth. There's not even chunks in it. It is all
100% lamb, everything.
all lamb.
Thịt sống nhưng mà có vẻ là nó bỏ gia vị ở trong nó nhiều lắm.
Wow.
Rồi nó đánh nó dẻo nhẹo luôn.
Like it's like the texture of peanut butter, like extra smooth peanut butter.
Đó, cái bánh này là cái bánh mà tụi nó đang ăn ở ngoài đó.
That was amazing. Wow.
Hay quá ha.
Amazing. Another thing about this restaurant, and like all over Lebanon, you'll find this bread, which is unique to Lebanon. It's a very thin bread. It's an amazing bread.
Nó kêu là bánh mì đó, là cái đó đó.
She makes the bread right in front of you. And what I like is it's so thin. Yeah, so you can really, like I mentioned before, you can really focus on the dishes and less bread. The Lebanese have it figured out. This one is the actual kibbeh. This is the mix with the bulgur wheat with the minced meat going right into the bread.
Cái cục thịt này giống như là cái cục thịt mà mình xay để mình làm chả lụa mà mình chưa hấp á. Nó giống vậy á. Nó đánh cho dẻo nhẹo ra vậy.
And I think I'll chase this one. I saw some raw chilies over there too. Get that bite.
Rồi nó bỏ ớt với gia vị lên. Ồ, coi nó ăn ớt à. Ăn ớt à.
Onion might be a little too much in one bite. Wow. The wheat gives it more texture like that. It's like crunchiness and almost like a gooiness.
We take the raw liver. You know, it sounds horrible. We put we put with it one piece of fat.
Okay.
Horrible to say. I'm gonna use my hands.
No.
The onions, the mint for the taste, and this is, we don't use it that much. We use the salt and pepper thing, but it's still a thing to just dip your fingers in all of this. You know, try it this way, my way. I haven't tried it with chili.
Okay.
It's just like the flavors will hit you one after the other, hopefully.
Michel, the owner, he came to hang out with us. He made a bite his way.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Because immediately you taste the mint with those like fumes of the mint. Wait, so what is this dish again?
This is muhammara, which means reddish. From the color red.
It's a walnut pepper paste.
Cái vàng vàng này là cái gì mà ngộ quá ha.
Oh wow. The smoky roasted chilies in it.
The meat feast is over. We're moving over to the fruit buffet. So this would be very traditional Lebanese to have just platters, huge trays of fruit. And it's actually typically served this way, traditionally served this way on a separate table. You move to a different table. The quantity, the variety, the like fresh, natural ingredients, foods of Lebanon. Lebanese know how to enjoy life. That is without a doubt.
Smart. Fadi, It's safe to say Fadi's happy.
It's safe to say I'm giggle.
Ăn xong cái bàn thịt ở bên kia rồi á, qua bên đây là cái bàn mà tráng miệng á, trái cây á, nó dọn sẵn một bàn luôn.
One of the most genius things is the bowl of ice water that you can take your fruit and to chill it right in front of you. Superb. And like everything is seasonal. Exactly. Everything is fresh. Like this changes depending on what season you're here in Lebanon. Ashta.
Yeah. Put some in your plate and then some honey on top.
Okay. Is that pistachio on top? Yes.
Yep. Fadi is a professional ashta server.
Like the cream of all creamy creaminess, topped with honey. I can't wait. Wow.
It's amazing.
It's rich but like refreshing at the same time actually. But it like goes down really easily and then with that honey, yeah, with that sprinkle of pistachios, it's absolutely insane. Like it just goes down so easily.
Cái đó là phô mai nó
As I was taking that bite, if things could not get more perfect,
nấu
it
chảy
comes
ra.
around with a pot of coffee, a midnight coffee, and you can smell the cardamom on there. Oh yeah, that cardamom, I love it. Okay, I'm gonna try that melon next. Oh yeah, it's so juicy. Oh yeah, so juicy and so sweet as well, yeah. It was a celebration of Lebanese food. And again, I've had Lebanese food at restaurants outside of Lebanon. This is on a whole nother level. Like I couldn't even believe the quantities, the varieties of dishes and just the vibrancy of the ingredients, the natural ingredients. I want to say a massive thank you to Maya and to especially to USAID for helping me with this trip and for funding this trip. Thank you USAID. And I'll have their information in the description box below, and also to Camel for organizing and for helping us out, and to Fadi. Check him out as well. He's my good friend from Jordan. Thank you for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not already subscribed, click subscribe now and also click the little bell icon so that you get notified of the next video that I publish. And yeah, again, we'll be traveling across Lebanon, experiencing the people, the food, the culture. It's an amazing country, amazing food, and I will be publishing all the videos, so make sure you subscribe to see all the videos. Good night from Beirut. See you on the next video.